Hi, this is Mato. Welcome to my online chess lecture. In this video I will show you a game between Levon Aronian and Fabiano Caruana. This is a game from World Championship Candidates tournament played in 2018. Levon Aronian had white pieces and he started with d4. Fabiano Caruana played knight to f6, c4, e6, knight to f3, d5, queen's gambit, knight to c3, d takes on c4, e4 and now bishop to b4. The rag was in defense. Black is threatening knight takes pawn on e4. Bishop to g5, winning the knight h6, bishop takes knight on f6. If bishop goes to h4, then black can play g5 and after bishop to g3, knight takes on e4. So we have bishop takes on f6, queen takes on f6, bishop takes on c4, c5 attacking white center and Aronian castled king's side. C takes on d4, white to move. Aronian played e5. Knight to b5 is the most played move. e5, queen to d8, not queen to e7 because Aronian wants to play bishop to e7 later on. Knight to e4, Caruana castled king's side too. Queen to e2, vacating d1 square for the rook. Bishop to e7, rook from a to d1, queen to c7, bishop to d3. If knight takes on d4, queen takes on e5. Bishop to d3, knight to d7 attacking the pawn on e5. Rook to c1, queen to a5, threatening queen takes pawn on a2. And another threat is knight takes on e5. So, if a3 is played, then knight takes on e5. How to defend the pawn? In this position, Aronian played a very ambitious move, which is also risky. g4. Not many people would play this move. Knight takes on e5. Knight takes on e5, queen takes on e5, f4 attacking the queen, queen to a5, g5, black to move. Queen to d8 was played. Perhaps bishop to d7 connecting rooks is also a good move. But Caruana didn't like h takes on g5, because then knight takes on g5, and after bishop takes on g5, queen to h5, threatening checkmate, pawn takes bishop, if bishop moves, queen takes queen. But f5 would hold things together. Back to our game. Queen to d8 was played. h4, bishop to d7, g takes on h6, g6, h5, king to h8, king to h2 intending rook to g1, bishop to c6, and now rook to f3, not rook to g1, perhaps the other rook may come to g1. Bishop to d6, pinning the pawn. Queen to a5 is an interesting move. And if now h takes on g6, then queen to h5 check, and after king to g2, f takes on g6. Black is standing better. In the game we have bishop to d6, intending queen to h4 check, defending h4 square. Bishop to c7, king to h3, queen to e7, knight to g5. This is a very interesting moment of the game. Black can take the rook. Black can take the pawn on h5. I think most people would capture the rook. Caruana played e5. White to move. Aronian played rook takes bishop on c6. B takes on c6. And now knight takes on f7. Rook takes on f7. H takes on g6. And black must be very careful. Rook to f6 was played. Perhaps rook takes on f4 also comes to mind. Rook to f6, g7, check, king to g8, white to move. Aronian played bishop to c4 check. Analysis after the game had shown that queen to h4 would be the best move. One line goes like this: queen to d6, but then queen to g5, and if rook takes on h6, king to g2. White is okay. Perhaps black has a better move. Let's go back. In this position, if e4 is played, blocking the bishop, then h7 check, king takes on g7, rook to g3 check, king to h8. Now this is all forced, but it is not easy to see so deep with so little time on the clock. So we would have this continuation. Rook to g8 check, rook takes rook, pawn takes on g8 queen, king takes queen, bishop to c4 check, and this would end up with a draw by repetition. And now check, king to h6, check, and like I said, there will be a draw by repetition. Back to our game. But maybe Aronian was not even interested in a draw. He wanted to win. Bishop to c4, check. King to h7, and now queen to h4. If bishop to d3, e4. Queen to h4, e4, rook to g3, bishop takes on f4, pawn is pushed and promoted to queen. Rook takes queen, bishop takes on g8, check, king to h8, rook to g7, black to move. Black played a move and white resigned. What would you do? Please pause and find the best move for black. What did you find? Caruana played queen to f8 and Aronian resigned. If bishop goes to b3, threatening rook to g8 check, winning the queen, then rook takes on h6, and after queen takes on h6, bishop takes on h6, and black is winning. And what else? If in this position the king goes to a better spot, then rook takes on h6, and after rook to h7, it's not rook takes rook, but king takes bishop, and after rook takes on h6, queen takes on h6. If white tries some checks, then king to h7, and after queen takes on d4. Black can continue in many different ways, but simply queen to g7 check wins easily. This is check, and white must take the queen, then king takes queen. Levon Aronian had a very ambitious and risky attack which did not work. What do you think of this game? And that is all. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. I wish you good luck with your chess, and bye for now.